Okay, so this is step 4 of monthly reports on how to create a compaction report and eventually be able to determine too what the life of the landfill is. And so in the previous step, in step 3, what we did was we basically transposed the numbers from the operator's ADC data sheets and put them into the Access database. That information, once again, is helpful for us to be able to determine the true amount of tonnage that's going into the volume of cubic yardage in the particular time frame that we're looking at. The nice part about Access is now we can take finite portions or look at iterations. We can look at different time frames and be able to basically quantify how much our tonnage increased or decreased over time. So if we go to our query, this QRY underscore combined tonnage, this is basically a snapshot from February of 2017, and we created that table earlier, if you'll remember, the table in daily tonnage right here. So what we've done is basically created a query that takes a snapshot of all the information stored in this table. Now you'll notice though that our dates are from February 1st to February 28th. So we got to fix that. So first thing you do is when you go into the query, you click on View and Design View, and you come to the criteria. The criteria right here, we're going to change to March 1st, 2017. And don't change any of the other formula here, because then that'll mess everything up. So you want to make sure you keep the formula the same. Just change the numbers. There you go, 2017. Make sure that's correct, and then we click Run. Cool. Now we've got a whole rundown of the tonnage that was disposed of, specifically in the landfill, over that period of time. So here are the parameters. We have landfill waste, recon, total waste, diversion, total cover, ADC tons. And we're going to talk more about that in the next step when we create reports. So we did that for, this is once again, total tonnage. This is a query that I've created that allows us to take kind of a overview of each particular day at the landfill and what was disposed of. Okay, we'll run reports in just a little while on that, because here when we close it, it says, do you want to save that? Well, yes, we do. We want to save that query, because that query will then be sent to the report section down here, which we're going to talk about in the next step. We're also going to do the same thing for March for our cover in the form of cubic yards. This is a cubic yard assessment of our cover, and we'll just go ahead and put March 1st, 2017 and March 31st, 2017, and run. Good there. Close it. Yes, save it. And then the last one right here is a it's a little bit of extra, but it's basically how many tons of that cover that was recorded, as far as the cubic yardage that was recorded, how many tons does that equate to? Through our compaction studies, we've been able to determine the ADC, the optimal compaction rate, and with our soil, we've also taken it to the lab to determine our optimal compaction rate as well. So with that, we'll use this table a little bit here and there in next sections, and we'll talk more about that. But once again, the whole point of this is to create a query. The query then gets run into our reports down here, and we can use that report to plug in to our spreadsheet, the running total spreadsheet, and then also a Carlson Command. Okay, so step 5 will next be talking about how we run reports, and we'll dig into those reports just a little bit as well. This is the end